Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan Mubarak to all my Muslim brothers and sisters out there watching. And today I want to talk about something very, very, very important. And this is going to be fitna. There's a lot of fitna going on within our Muslim Ummah. Sunni to Shia, Shia on Shia, Sunni on Sunni. Just people who have different beliefs or in a different school of thought or in a different sect. Rather than sitting down and having educational discussions with each other, they just attack and mock and name call each other. And this is not how it should be. This is not how our Muslim Ummah should be, especially when we have a tool like the internet. Like, we have all the knowledge in the world at our fingertips. So why, rather than enlightening each other and educating each other with unlimited knowledge, are we attacking each other and smacking each other up with ignorance? Right? It just doesn't make any sense. And the reason I'm going ahead and talking about this today is because my previous video that I went ahead and recorded. And I'm very upset about this because on my previous video, I made a video on Taraweeh prayer and if Taraweeh prayer is an innovation or bid'ah, right? And the reason I'm asking this question is because I am personally a Shia Muslim, or identify more towards the Shia sect of Islam. Now, when I go ahead and analyze Taraweeh prayer and where its roots are from, this is a 30-minute video where I go into where it came from. Did the Prophet do it? Did the Prophet put it upon us? Who did it? What, like where the actual tradition or the prayer came from? Because Taraweeh prayer is a prayer. It is 11 to 20 rak'ah prayer that is performed usually during the month of Ramadan by Sunni Muslims. And this is not a prayer that is mandatory. This is a prayer that is something that you can do out of, the goodness of your heart, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you for it. There's nothing wrong with praying. And I never said there was anything wrong with praying. And all I did was educationally go into the roots of where this prayer came from, the history in the Sunni Hadith book of Al-Bukhari, and I just explained where it came from and my viewpoint on it, and some of the contradictions and things that some scholars may have said about it, right? Now, these are the types of comments that I was getting on my video. I wasn't getting people. Actually, I only got one person that wanted to discuss this. I didn't get anyone who wanted to help me understand it. I didn't get anyone who was like, I'm Sunni, let me explain to you from my perspective. Every single person mocked me, made fun of me, or discredited me. That's what they did. And none of them watched the video. I know because I have YouTube analytics and I can see how long a specific person watches my video, when they tune out, when they tune in, and and I can see the correlation in their comment. So it's very interesting to me to see that these people come to my video, accuse me of fitna, accuse me of lying and deception. But I'm the one spending 30 minutes of my time opening Sunni sources and completely removing all biases and having an educational discussion and trying to open up discussion with other people to really understand my religion and understand what's going on. You're the person who comes and thinks, oh, I'm better than you. Oh, I know more than you. Oh, you're garbage. And puts this on me and calls me these names, and you call yourself a Muslimin, especially in the month of Ramadan. Astaghfirullah wa tubi ilayk. I'm disgusted right now by some of the people that exist in this ummah. In the month of Ramadan, someone's trying to have an educational discussion about where a specific prayer comes from and dives into the sources and is trying to engage with his Muslim audience, with his Muslim brothers and sisters, to educate each other and have a better understanding of our religion. And you guys come in and attack me. And the way you attack me, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys examples of what I'm talking about here. As soon as I heard he is Shia, instantly started cracking up. Dude who beat their chest and worship Ali is going to judge others. Ha 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 ha! With the laughing face, right? Because at the end you have to laugh. Because this guy is not reacting to the video. He's not reacting to the subject of Taraweeh prayer or the root of where it comes from. He's not talking about if it's an innovation or not. He's not talking about any of this. All he's focused on is I'm Shia, I'm garbage, and it's funny to him. Because he's Sunni and I'm Shia, he's better than me, and it's funny to him. Secondly, now that he got his daily laugh out of the way, And since he gets to mock me, and his fast wasn't counted for that day, he broke his fast by mocking and making fun of other Muslims. He decided to put this idea of beating my chest and worshipping Imam Ali alayhi salam on me. So he says that I beat my chest and worship Imam Ali alayhi salam. I can tell you, as Ahmed Abdullah, is who I am, and the 27 years I've been walking on earth, I've never beaten my chest, and I have never worshipped anyone but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on my saliyah 5 times a day. I pray my 5 daily prayers and I fast for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. Why or how these Sunni Muslims get this idea or concept that Shias worship Imam Ali is crazy to me. Why would someone worship an Imam if an Imam is a teacher under a prophet, and a prophet is a messenger sent by God, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the supreme being? How did you get that Shia Muslims put a Imam, someone under a prophet, who we say prophets are under God? How do you make us out to be people who put Imams above God? You are such a dishonest human being, and you're out to spread fitna, and you're out to spread deception, and you're out to spread these lies that were created by the Wahhabi regime, that were created by the West, just like the 9/11 lies. Oh, Muslim women are oppressed, when Islam literally gives Muslim women alimony when they get divorced, gives them rights, gives them provision and protection, allows them to divorce, allows them to do all these things, right? They're the oppressed ones, is what the American government says. Oh, Sharia law is gonna come take over the country, and Islam is forced by the sword. When Islam, the Holy Quran, when you open the Holy Quran, it specifically says, do not force religion by the sword. Religion is spread through action. You know, it's very interesting. Islam is not a compulsive religion, but the Western countries say Islam is spread by force. The same exact thing these Wahhabis do. These are not Sunni Muslims. These people are not upon the truth. These people they do not care about our Prophet. They do not care about the companions. They do not care about the Ahlul Bayt. They do not care about our religion. All they care about is their ego. All they care about is being the one to be right. All they care about is having a good laugh at everyone else because you're not them. These people have the same mindset as the Yahudi, as the person that believes they're born better than everyone else. They're born with the truth. They're born chosen by God. Like, God cares about them more than everyone else. This individual right here, who calls himself a rat, he thinks he's better than me just because he's Sunni and I'm Shia. He thinks it's like funny. And then he puts this lie, this propaganded lie, that I worship a man and I smack myself and beat myself. He puts this lie upon me. This is crazy to me. And 15 people upvoted. And this is why I hearted it. I hearted it, as you can see, because I actually am mind blown that this many Sunni Muslims are engaging in my video, and rather than engaging in the educational topic and talking to me about it, they're just slandering and making fun of me, and they agree with what this guy's saying, and they just mock and laugh. On to the next comment. You don't have to go far. The answer comes very early at 46. Yes, 46 seconds into my video, of my half-hour video, I made it very clear to the people who are watching that I identify as a Shia Muslim. And I did this so that people like you, who are ignorant, who are not here to watch the video for educational value, who are not here to go ahead and speak about if Taraweeh is bid'ah or not bid'ah, or to actually understand their religion for what it is, and to understand why they do what they do, why they pray, why they fast, why they do these things, because you don't care, you just blindly follow your religion. I said that in the beginning of my video to get rid of people like you, okay? Because this is sick. The fact that you won't even listen to what I have to say or engage or have a conversation with me because you don't have to go far. I'm Shia Muslim at 46 seconds into the video is sickening to me. That you guys call yourself Muslimin. You guys claim that you're from a religion that utilizes common sense and merits and respect. And you guys come from a religion whose prophet is the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. But you guys do not represent this religion or my prophet in any way, shape, or form. It's actually disgusting. The people who crawl in mud and cut their heads and backs with knives and swords tell us that Qiyam prayer is bid'ah. Wow. This is actually wild to me. I've never crawled in mud in my entire life. Even though mud is tahir. If you don't have water to go ahead and do wudu, ladies and gentlemen, you can use mud to do wudu. So mud is tahir, and we do come from the mud. We are literally created from clay and water. That is what we come from. Okay? That is also why pigs roll around in mud. Okay? And that's why pigs also have a very, very close genetic system to humans. And that's why they instinctively roll around in mud, because that's what they're created from. But regardless of rolling around in mud, which I've never done in my life, I take showers in water and I do wudu in water. I've never cut my head or my back with a knife or a sword in my life. And I don't know why you put this on me. The people who cut their necks and backs with swords during the month of Muharram, I think is what you're going ahead and talking about. Ashura is the people in Iraq or Iran who do this. These people are extremists, and they have nothing to do with my imams, and they were never taught this by the imams. They were never taught this by the Prophet or by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they have nothing to do with Shia Islam to begin with. What does cutting your back and slicing yourself with chains and swords have to do with imams or the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him? So why you're trying to go ahead and place this upon me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will question you upon this. You individuals are taking this Wahhabi. These are not Sunni Muslims. These are Wahhabis. These Wahhabis are taking their ideology, running around like Yahudis, because that's what they are, and going, we're the best, we're upon the truth, everyone else is wrong, and then laugh and mock and make fun and tear down and murder and behead, just like ISIS and the Taliban, everyone else that doesn't believe like them. Oh, you're Christian? Ha 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 ha! Off with your head! Oh, you're Shia Muslim? Ha 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 ha! Off with your head! This is how these individuals think. And these individuals show me this through the comment sections of my videos. And this makes me very, very upset. Not that people like this exist, that people like this represent our religion. That people like this are the ones funding the lessons and funding the teachings of Islam around the world. That this Wahhabi regime who think like these individuals are the ones teaching Islam at a mainstream level. This is very scary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And this is the effects of it. This is the effects of it. When you try and sit down and have a 30-minute discussion about history and where a specific teaching comes from, and you are respectful, and you weren't biased at all throughout the whole video, and you didn't disrespect anyone, but people are coming in and mocking and disrespecting you and making fun of you. This shows you that whatever mainstream version of Islam that's being pushed to these people, whatever's being taught to these people is very, very corrupt. It is very, very wrong, because my Prophet did not teach them this. My Quran, which is right here, since you guys know the Quran so well, look at my Quran. Look at my Quran. My Quran does not teach this. So I'm not sure what religion you follow and what truth you're upon and what you're mocking me over, but it's definitely not Islam, and it's definitely not a representation of my Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. Spoiler alert, he's Shia, surprise, surprise. Iconic, this guy is talking about bid'ah when his invented religion is the definition of bid'ah. What is ironic about this comment is that the exact thing I'm talking about that's bid'ah is Taraweeh prayer. And Taraweeh prayer was a innovation that came before Shia Islam even existed. So my invented religion that created bid'ah didn't even exist yet when the bid'ah I'm talking about in the video was taking place. The bid'ah in the video, the innovation that happened within the video happened before Shia Islam even existed. But what drives me the most crazy is the most cringy is, spoiler, he's Shia. That's what I see when I see that little laughing emoji. I see the most cringy and egotistical, self-conceited, nasty, ignorant laugh I could ever imagine. That, ha ha ha, oh, you're Shia? You're Christian? What a joke. Allah loves me. I'm Sunni. I'm upon the truth, Habibi. Like, that's what I see when you guys comment stuff like this. I see the most cringy, nasty individual on the other side of the screen. It's like so sad. LMFAO, a Shia is talking about bid'ah What a joke. Yeah, a Shia is speaking about the fundamentals and educational roots of where a specific prayer came from. Is it bid'ah or is it not bid'ah? Why you think it's a joke, I don't know. Inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks you about it, and then it's not a joke then, because if you laugh in God's face and think it's a joke then it's going to be a problem. But I want to talk about these things while I'm still here on earth, and I want to discuss these things while I'm still here on earth so I can understand my religion and be guided to the proper path. And that's what I ask my Creator to do. But you want to use your religion as a weapon to mock and hurt other people. You want to use your religion as a weapon. Instead of explaining things to someone, you want to go LMFAO, a Shia is talking about bid'ah, what a joke. A Shia talking about bid'ah? I'm Sunni. Only I can talk about bid'ah. Shia is committing bid'ah. Shia bid'ah. Shia bid'ah. Only I can talk about bid'ah because I'm Sunni and I don't commit bid'ah. Like, it's so gross. You're so gross. The individuals that actually act like this are so gross. And I hope that how I'm acting right now and how you're seeing me through my actions right now through the camera is gross, because I want to show you how I view you. I want to show you how, when I read these comments, that's how I see you actually talking in real life. Like, just like a sick, twisted, individual, egotistical weirdo, like supremacist. Straight Yahudi, I was born better than you, I'm the chosen person, God loves me, God hates you type of deal, because I was born Sunni upon the truth. Just say you don't want to be inconvenienced and want to heed your own whims. Has Taraweeh become mandatory? No. Basically, you have no point. 5 daily prayers were intentionally many more and were reduced after multiple pleading from Prophet, peace be upon him. So, in my opinion here, what you're saying here is you didn't watch my video. If you would have watched the video, you would have known that I explained this very well. That Taraweeh prayer is not mandatory, but it is a good thing to do. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you for praying. Prayer is a good thing to do. But it doesn't matter how many Taraweeh prayers or how many daily prayers ISIS performs, they are still chopping people's heads off and blowing people up, and they will probably go to hell. So that's not how Islam works either. Islam doesn't work by my whims and me wanting or not wanting to do things. I fast not in Ramadan because I want to. If I was scared of inconveniencing myself or doing more, I wouldn't fast extra days. I wouldn't pray extra prayers. That's not what this whole entire video is about. So why these people come into my video, they get so hurt because I'm talking about something. And instead of actually talking about the subject at hand, they attack me, right? Like, I'm not inconvenienced by my religion, and I don't heed over my own whims. I'm actually taking more and more and more and more responsibility and more works from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on, like, than I ever have in my whole entire life. So the fact that you're sitting here saying I don't want to be inconvenienced and heed over my own whims is completely very false, and you're making a very false accusation, and you're placing this upon me, and you didn't watch the whole video, because if you would have watched the whole video, you would have known that's not my intention. Please go to Hazrat Amar and tell him, and he'll guide you. Firstly, I cannot go to Amar because he's dead. Secondly, I don't go to Amar for my Islamic knowledge. I go to my Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, and I go to the Holy Quran, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Amar is not my Prophet. Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, is my Prophet. And in the video that you're commenting on, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, took away Taraweeh prayer, and Amar put Taraweeh prayer back into the Ummah. You practice Taraweeh prayer because Amar. You do not practice it because Prophet Muhammad. Because Prophet Muhammad took it away and Amar put it there. Which means I don't need Amar to explain anything to me. And I don't need Amar to guide me. In your opinion, Amar is your Prophet. You ask Amar, you seek Amar's guidance, and you seek Amar's bid'ah, his innovations into the religion. I seek what the Prophet wants from me, what the Prophet asks of me, and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides me to, not Amar. This is also a very big problem that I see within Sunni Islam. How are you coming to me and throwing your Prophet to the side and everything your Prophet says for Amar, and telling me to bow to Amar, and telling me that Amar will guide me? La, Allah will guide me, and my Prophet will teach me. What is wrong with you? Like, this is crazy to me. Amar will guide me? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide me. This is shirk. You guys want to talk about Shia Muslims and how they follow Imam Ali? This is a Sunni Muslim putting Umar above Allah right now. He's telling me that Umar is going to guide me and I should go ask him. Umar is dead, so I can't call upon him. But if you want me to call upon a dead guy and ask him to guide me, I will do it. If that's what you believe. Taraweeh is sunnah, not bid'ah. By praying Taraweeh, we follow the path of Prophet Muhammad. More Taraweeh, more good deeds. Please consult alim or mufti. Self-research into these topics can lead you off the path of Islam. This is a very, very respectful comment. These are the comments that I look for. These are the people I look to engage with. Someone who is coming and giving their stance, telling me that they don't believe it's bid'ah. This is why it's not bid'ah. It was practiced by the Prophet Muhammad. Please look into or consult with these individuals. Research these topics and don't go off the path of Islam. This is a Muslimin. This is a Muslimin, even if he's wrong or I'm wrong. This is a Muslimin who opens a discussion, who wants to talk about something, and then rather than attacking me and telling me I'm better than you because I'm Shia and I know and you're wrong and you're a piece of and go to hell, he tells me, please inform yourself. This is why. Talk to these people. Go to these sources. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower this individual with rewards. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide this person and keep this person on the right path. These are the individuals that are important to this ummah. These are the individuals that strengthen this ummah and make it stronger. Not the people like before that we've just seen. Taraweeh is for Muslims. I don't know who you are. I am Ahmed Hussein Wissam Abdullah. I am a Muslimin. And I follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the religion of Islam. I pray 5 daily prayers. I fast. I give to charity. I believe in one creator. I don't know what else. Like, what do you mean, what am I? The ignorance, man. The ignorance. You kinda doomed. And there will be many stupid people. This guy is one example. So, as you can see, the people who are very, very... what's the word? When you're uncomfortable with something, right? They're very uncomfortable with their religion, or they don't know the answers, or they just are blindly following. These people who have a supremacist mindset, the supremacist mindset that Yahudis have, or the Nazis might have, where they're born better than everyone else, and they're upon the truth, and God loves them, and everyone else is garbage, and anytime they hear anything else from anyone else, they don't listen, they don't hear. They're just garbage, they're trash. It's a joke to them. It's comedy special to them. It's laughing emojis. It's rolling on the floor laughing. All of this is nothing to do with Islam. It has nothing to do with the truth. It has nothing to do with our Prophet. It has nothing to do with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And on the day of judgment, you guys will see this. You guys will be held accountable for your actions. And you guys will be held way more accountable than anybody else. Because you were born a Muslim. You were born with the truth in front of your face. And rather than picking up the source and discussing it with your fellow Muslim brothers and sisters that are all around the world, 2 billion of them, right? You have the internet as a tool. Instead of using the tools at hand to go ahead and get closer to your creator and educate yourself more and guide more people to the right path, all you did was run around and egotistically use your religion as a weapon, egotistically use it to knock people down, egotistically use it to mock other people and tell yourself you're right and you're upon the straight path. And we'll see how well that works in the end, because that's all Shaitan does. Shaitan runs around the world saying he's right, everyone else is wrong, and I'm going to prove it to you, God. I'm going to prove you're wrong. Like, it's actually crazy to me. You guys have this same exact mindset. These Wahhabis, these sickos, have the same mindset as the Yahudis blowing up Gaza, and have the same mindset as the Shaitan. No different. This is the only comment that was able to have self-awareness, and the only comment that was able to actually see what was going on around. I'm not sure if this person watched my video all the way through, but they were able to see how ignorant and how offbeat and off track my comment section was. I am saddened to see how many of my fellow Sunnis attacked this guy just because he said he was Shia. Nothing he said was incorrect. Taraweeh is a great act of worship, and all Muslims should strive to do it in Ramadan. But it is 100% a bid'ah. The Prophet started it and then stopped because he didn't want it. Want it to be mandated for Muslims. It's a sunnah, and Umar, blessings on him, started it again during his time. So this individual watched my video. This individual is speaking on the subject at hand and not attacking me because I'm Shia, but we are speaking about Islam. We are speaking about Taraweeh prayer, and we are speaking about the origins of it. Rather than attacking each other for being Shia and Sunni, we're speaking about our religion and getting closer to the truth. This is how you're supposed to interact with your fellow Muslim brothers and sisters. Like this. And I literally cannot believe my eyes. Like, I don't think this person can believe their eyes either, because when you have a good heart and you're not an egotistical douche, right? And you actually are a good person, you want to help other people that you see that are lost or confused. You don't want to hurt them more. These people want to hurt you more. They see you down, they want to kick you more down. It's actually so sad. I'm sad to see how many fellow Sunnis attacked this guy because he said he was Shia. Nothing he said was incorrect. Like, and that's the only reason they're... Even if I said things that were incorrect, then correct me. Which is fine. Even if I said something that was incorrect, correct me. But he like he said, they only attacked this guy because he said he was Shia. That's the only reason they attacked me. And that's the only reason I thought it would be important to tell them that 46 seconds into my video. Is tell them, hey, I'm Shia Muslim. Because I know that the ignorant people aren't going to listen to the lecture. The ignorant people are just going to judge you based on if they like what you said or not like what you said, and then attack you for it. And this is a very big problem that we're seeing in our Ummah today. And this is my video with 1,000 views. Imagine the videos with millions of views. Imagine what's happening in the comment sections there. Imagine what's happening in those comment threads with 500-600 comments inside of them. It's actually so sick and it's so sad to see. And if you are a Muslim that is commenting and going video to video and attacking people and mocking people and sending laughing emojis, shame on you. You need to recheck yourself. You need to rethink what you're doing. And fitna is not something that belongs in our religion, and it does not represent our Prophet. It does not represent Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it does not represent any of the companions. It doesn't represent the Ahlul Bayt. It doesn't represent anything about Islam. So all you individuals that came into my video and wanted to mock and make fun and slander me and make lies upon me and the 300 million other Shia Muslims, telling complete propaganded lies, you will answer to your Creator. You will answer to your Creator because you believe in Him. And you will have a lot harsher of a judgment than the random ignorant Christian guy because you knew better. And the answers were in front of your face. So please, ladies, gentlemen, especially if you're Muslim and you already have a Quran in front of you, you already have the truth in front of you, please do not be ignorant. Your judgment will be so harsh because you were given the key, but you decided to put the key in every other lock but the right one. Please be very careful when it comes to Islam. Please be very careful when it comes to your Prophet, when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and these subjects. Please treat them with respect. Please treat them with dignity. And please treat them with an educated manner. Do not start mocking and making fun and jumping to conclusions and judging each other. This is not Islam. This is not what my Prophet came to this world for. And this is not what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala permitted. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. God bless every single one of you. I love every single person that is in this Ummah. And I pray this Ramadan to please, please, please guide all of us and to guide us to the straight path and to keep us upon the truth. Because we live in a world of deception. We live in a world of shaitan. We live in a world where everything around us is literally a deception. You cannot figure out what's true or false anymore. And all I do is pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues to guide the hearts and the souls of the Muslims that want it. Please, 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 ladies and gentlemen, protect yourself, especially online. Protect yourself from shaitan. It is so easy to jump into these ignorances. It's so easy to fall into these traps where you're arguing with your other fellow Muslims online and creating these walls and creating these fitnas and creating these divisions between us. Please stop doing it. I love you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Until next time, free Palestine, free this ummah from this deception. Bye-bye, guys.